Hi viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I have taken Rudyard Kipling, one of the great English writer of Indian origin, for a discussion. You know that he is well-known writer who has given us the Jungle Book, which is a classic in the making, and people all over the world respect Rudyard Kipling for his great classic Jungle Book. Mowgli and all those characters are a household name in India, not only in India, all over the world also. In addition, he has given us another great novel, Kim. Let's see Rudyard Kipling's great writing. In this session, Rudyard Kipling's, I have taken a poem, If. This poem is a classic in the making. I have taken it because the theme is very contemporary, where the poet, as a father, he is trying to address his son. What are the parameters, how to become a good human being, how to become a leader, in what way he is supposed to face life, what are the hardships he may has to look into, overcome. So all these details, the tips, some sort of clues, ideas and guidelines being given by the poet, and it is contemporary as well as very practical. Even today also it is so much meaningful. That is the reason I have taken a poem, Rudyard Kipling's If, for today's session. The title is If because most of the first line in the first wordings itself, if is being repeated, and if is a possibility. That is the reason it becomes so meaningful. So let us have the poem discussion for today's session. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. So in these four lines, what the poet is directly addressing as a narrator, what he is trying to tell. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs, so that means in front of you when all others are losing their battle, you keep your head. Don't be disheartened by all the mishaps, okay? And people will blame on you, no doubt. Then if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. So that means if you can trust yourself, keep your head. So that means what? Don't change your originality. Try to be calm and quiet in times of crisis moment. That is what is the first guideline the poet is trying to highlight. Moving further, next four lines. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, patience, the quality of patience is highlighted. Or being lied about you, don't deal in lies. Or being hated, don't give way to hating. And yet don't look too good, not talk too wise. Very interesting thought the poet is trying to tell, Rudyard Kipling. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, so wait, take your time, take your moment, be contemplative, try to introspect, analyze before you speak anything. That's a very interesting thought. So patience is being highlighted. Further, being hated, people will love you, people will hate you, and they will go on telling lies. Don't be carried with their lies. Then try to be normal, be at yourself. Then last line, and yet don't look too good, not talk too wise. Okay, so don't be carried by anybody's appreciation as well as anybody hatredness. People will blame you, the people will appreciate you, but try to be as you are, and try to be within your consciousness, and try to assert yourself and take time before you speak. You can wait. The concept of patience is being highlighted. So you should never be carried with people, the other side, whoever is blaming you or appreciating you, whatever it is. Try to be normal, try to be in yourself only. This is the impression we can get in the first stanza. Moving further, in the next stanza, Rudyard Kipling is trying to tell, if you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make your thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same. If you can dream. I remember in this moment, Walt Disney's great statement. Walt Disney has given us an all-time classic statement. If you can dream, you can achieve it. You can definitely achieve in your life. It's a very interesting thought. On the same line, Rudyard Kipling is saying, if you can dream. So as a narrator, he is addressing, okay, and not make your dreams your master. So it should be under your control. Dreams, you need to dream, no doubt, but it is not completely, you should allow it to become a master. So you should control those dreams, okay. Next, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim. So if you can dream as well as you can think, so you should control that. You can analyze, you can have perceptions, okay, you need to assess, but that is not the end. Okay, you should have a control over all that. You should be the master of your dreams as well as your thoughts. Okay, then if you can meet the triumph and disaster, and treat those two imposters, triumph and disasters. Okay, you should not be carried away with your success as well as failures. Okay, triumphs will be there. Okay, failures are the stepping stones, but you should not too much. Whenever people will appreciate you, you should not be carried away with that. Similarly, when there are problems, crisis moments are there, you should not be too much carried away. So same thing. So you should control both. Treat those two imposters, cheaters, triumph and disaster. Rudyard Kipling considers them as cheaters. No, you should not be carried away. As an individual, you should control these two things. Okay, success as well as failure are a part and parcel of everyday life, everyday living, every individual. So you should not be carried away. You remain in yourself. That is the same thought. Continuing further. If you can bear to hear the truth you have spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to. Okay, very interesting. So what the thought he is telling, if we can bear to hear the truth you have spoken, many a time what happens, whatever we have, we should be accountable for our words, not only our actions. Whatever we speak, we should know what we are speaking. So that's what the poet narrator is highlighting upon. Take care of your words. Before you speak, analyze, think. That's what. Twisted by names to make a trap for fools. So sometimes what happens, whatever we have spoken, people will misuse it. People will change according to their whims and fancies. Don't be carried away. Watch the things you gave your life to. So your words, your actions, and that is what is your life is all. So our life is made out of our words as well as our actions. Take care of that. So the narrator is addressing on that thought. Further, many a time, what these last two lines are very interesting. See, there is a hidden thought. Watch the things you gave your life to, broken and stoop and build them up with worn out tools. So what is that? Our individual self. It is ours. So our life, our choices, it will decide our future. So what the poet is trying to highlight, take care of the things you give your life. Many a time, we need not have to depend on anybody else. Our life is in our hands. Be accountable. Take care of your life. Look after your words and actions. Okay. And many a time, even you have to start from the scratch. Build them up with worn out tools. That means never depend on anybody. Try to be independent. Try to be individual. Take control of your words, actions, as well as take control of your life. And especially triumph and disaster. Don't be carried away with success. Neither success nor failure. So you remain calm and quiet, and that is the main crux of this life as well as living. This is what is the thought here. Continuing further, as in our earlier stanza, taking care of our life by our words and actions, moving further, building our own. If you can make a heap of all your winnings, success, and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings. This is very interesting. So what the poet is highlighting here, if you can make a heap of all your winnings, all your success at a stretch completely, taking it as a pile, and risk it on a one turn of pitch and toss. So our life is a game. If you consider it as a success and failure, many a time we will lose, many a time we will win. But we should not be carried away. We should remain as we are. That is the main hidden tone here. And lose. So what the poet is saying, losing and winning, it's a part and parcel of our life. And start again at your beginning. So the poet is once again highlighting here, like last stanza, start again. So what is that? You should be ready to take charge of your life, even from the beginning, from a scratch. That is very interesting. So your winnings will be there, but your beginnings. So your winnings and beginnings, it is your call, your internal call to take care of your life. That's what the poet is highlighting on that. Then, as a narrator, and never breathe a word about your loss. This is very important, and this is a clue the poet or the narrator is giving to all of us. Okay, so that is the beauty of this poem, which makes it more meaningful and very practical. I'll repeat: never breathe a word about your loss. People will be there. People will be celebrating about our loss. Okay, as an individual, you should never breathe a word about your loss to anybody. Take loss to your heart and analyze where what went wrong, where you made a mistake and all that. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew, once again, if you can force your heart, nerve, sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone. Very interesting. So what the poet is trying to tell, this is a very interesting thought hidden here, what Rudyard Kipling is telling. If you can force your heart, nerve and sinew, all our muscles, all our mindset, all our thoughts, everything, force your heart, heart, body, mind, everything, soul, we need to analyze where what went wrong, what is the loss, why in one occasion I won, why on another occasion I lost. Okay, you take an individual call, never breathe a word to anybody, and take an internal call, assess, and then you take control of your life and you need to move forward. That is what is the positive message the poet is trying to tell. And so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them hold on. And moving further, the poet takes us to another important thought, like patience earlier. Hold on. There is a hidden message is there. Hold on. Never be too temperamental. Never be carried away with your success as well as failures, problems. Every individual has a problem in this world. What the poet is telling, so hold on when there is nothing in you. Many a time you may have to start from the beginning. This is what? From beginnings. Except the will which says to them hold on. So have the willpower. Have the self-control. Have the self-confidence. Hold on. Hold on your horses. Similarly, accept the will. Try to analyze. That is the main crux the poet is trying to tell. Hold on for a moment. Have that will to carry forward. Move further. And that is how take charge of your life. Be self-confident. Be self-conscious. What you are going to do, it is entirely your call only. Try to believe in yourself, not on anybody. This is the main theme the poet is highlighting here. Almost we have reached the end of the poem If by Rudyard Kipling. Now he seems to be compiling all the thoughts here. On the same line, guiding, the narrator is telling, if you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch. So these two thoughts are very interesting. If you can talk with the crowds and keep your virtue, all the good qualities to yourself, or walk with the kings nor lose the common touch. Kings, people of higher connections and all that, nor lose the common touch. So try to be, you may be successful and you may be flying in the sky, but try to be on ground. That is, lose the common touch. Try to be normal. Okay, try to have your connections with the common people, and that is where ground realities you should understand. Okay, never be carried by your success. That's it. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, so neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you. So only when you keep your calm, which is a virtue, what Rudyard Kipling is trying to tell, being calm, not being carried away with success or failure, and holding for a moment, introspect and contemplate. Then when those parameters are being met by you, neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you. Very symbolically, this is the result part the poet is trying to tell. Okay, as a reader, after analyzing all that, if you do all that, this is the benefits you can reap. If all men count with you, but none too much. This is also very interesting hidden thought is there. All men count with you, they will respect you, they will come to you, they will try to take all the benefits from you, goodwill, everything, but none too much. Try to keep them at distance and don't take carried away with that. If you can feel the unforgiving minute. So none too much. That means what? Try to have a good cordial relationship with everybody, but not too much. Try to put a line on that. Then finally, next thought is related to time factor. The poet is trying to tell, if we can fill the unforgiving minute. So time is very important in our life because man is mortal. Every minute is precious. We need to look after our time. Time management is very important. This is a very interesting thought he's trying to tell. So if we can fill the unforgiving minute, see, time will not wait for anybody. Time and tide waits for none. We need to take control. Time lost is lost forever. So all those thoughts you can remember here with the 60 seconds worth of distance run. So keep distance. The triumph as well as disaster, friend and foe, all you keep a distance. You take an internal call, whom you are supposed to move with and whom you are supposed to believe and all that. You take an internal call. This is what you can fill the unforgiving minute, 60 second worth of distance. Keep proper distance with everybody. Then naturally you will be successful. Then people will appreciate you. Then yours is the earth and everything that's in it. Finally, this is the final outcome of this entire poem. If so, what the poet is trying to tell? Only when all the earlier parameters, being patient, having patience, holding on for a moment, and you should start from the beginning many a time, start from the scratch. No doubt, in spite of being successful, people will blame you and all that. Yours is the earth. Yours is the earth means what? Whole earth you can lead. You can be a leader. You can move forward with success and everything that's in it. Very interesting. People will respect. And which is more, you will be a man. Finally, this is the thought the poet is trying to tell. Now, my son, he is telling. So this last wording will make, as a narrator, as a student of literature, you can understand that Rudyard Kipling is appealing to his son. Okay, so this is that, but not only is appealing to his son, as that the main theme can be for anybody. So what is that? Yours is the earth. So you can lead this, you can become a leader and you can be successful only when all the other parameters are being met. And finally, which is more, you will be a man. You can be a successful man. You can be really leading from the front only when you are having all those thoughts, qualities. You take failure as a stepping stone to success. Analyze, understand, contemplate, introspect, and then only you can move further and forward with success. And that is the main crux and that is the main thoughts Rudyard Kipling is. Finally, to conclude, I have compiled all the key thoughts of the poem If, written by Rudyard Kipling. What are the main thoughts? Keep your head, trust yourself. This is the main theme underlining the entire poem. Keep your head. Never be too much carried away by your success. Keep your head. Understand your weaknesses. That is very important. Trust yourself. That is very important. Be modest. Very important thought poet is trying to tell. Keep your head and trust yourself. That's a very important thing. That is the main motto or help you to be successful in your life. Further, keep disaster, triumph and disaster away. So what these are the imposters. What the poet is telling, keep triumph and disaster, imposters away from your life always. Okay. Only then you will be successful. Then your life will be meaningful. So you should not be carried away either by triumph as well as disaster. Failure as well as success are both are the part and parcel of our everyday living. Very important. Have that patience as a virtue in your life. Then only we will be successful. Okay. Then never breathe a word of loss. Very important thought he is trying to tell. So what is that? Many a time in our life, always we try to accept success. Same way we will not accept failures. So what the poet is trying to tell here, he expects all the readers, everybody, to accept failures also, and further it should not be revealed to anybody. Let failures be for yourself. Okay, that's very important. You need to wait, can wait. Further, you can dream. Dream is very important part and parcel of our everyday living, but dream should be under our control. It should not take charge of our entire life. Okay, that is also very interesting. So hold on. So this is a hidden theme is here. Hold on. Hold all your horses. Understand, analyze what you are, where you went, what went wrong. Understand and take control of your life. That is more important. Be accountable for your words as well as actions. You try to analyze yourself. Then you can be successful. Very important. That is a very important virtue. Hold on. Your willpower is very important. Okay. Your life, your call. Our choices decides our future. So that is a very important thought the poet is trying to tell. Further, you will be a man. For all these parameters, whatever thoughts are being highlighted, if you follow, definitely you will be a man. And not only a man, you will be a perfect human being who will be emulated by all, who will be accepted by everybody, by and large. That is what is the main theme here. So the poet is highlighting, you can be a man only if and only if you have that perseverance. You have that modesty, you have that patience, you should know how to hold on and keeping the disaster as well as triumph away. So if all these parameters are being met, definitely you can be a man. Okay. And then when interpreting this poem, I just thought of one important line, that is Abraham Lincoln's letter to his son's teacher. Here Abraham Lincoln tried to highlight same thing. He is requesting the teacher to allow his son to make a mistake and let him know the failures. Then only he can understand what is success. So that thought came to me. Father appealing to a teacher to make his son to do mistakes. A very interesting thought. Okay. that also can be implemented here. Further, I wanted to highlight here Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna is a symbol of divinity. We all accept Lord Krishna as a divine power. His karma principle or the Siddhanta karma idea. What is that? Do the duties imposed by situations in life. Lord Krishna, when he is highlighting about what to be done for Arjuna, who seems to be confused in the battlefield, Arjuna is a symbol of human effort, whereas Lord Krishna is a symbol of divine support. We can be successful only when human effort as well as divine support is met. So Lord Krishna's thought also, you can say, do the duties imposed by situations in life. That means be accountable, take charge of your life. That's what is. Finally, the honesty as well as being humble are the main thoughts in the poem. If is being highlighted, try to hold on, try to understand your limitations. So to become a man, to become a successful human being, you should know your limitations. You should know your mistakes. Then only you can achieve success, and that is what the poet is trying to tell. Okay, never be carried away either by success or failures. Then only you can take charge of your life. Be accountable. Try to contemplate, analyze, understand what is happening. Try to improvise. Try to understand the perceptions, what it is. Then definitely once you take charge of your life, you can be really successful and your life can be really meaningful. That is the main theme of the poem If by Rudyard Kipling. Hope in this session my presentation of Rudyard Kipling's poem If, greatest classic in the making, which has a contemporary meaning and thoughts which can be very practical even today. My presentation will help you to take charge of your life and hopefully you will all live better. Please like and subscribe.